Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Pain Hustlers. This is a new film from 2023. This movie is rated R with a runtime of 2 hours, 2 minutes. As of the recording of this video, has a Rotten Tomato score of 23% from the critics, 69% from the audience, and a Letterboxd average score of 2.8 stars. This film is about Liza Drake, who is a blue collar single mom who has just lost her job and is at the end of her rope. A chance meeting with a pharmaceutical rep, Pete Brenner, puts her in an upwards trajectory economically, but a dubious path ethically as she becomes entangled in a dangerous racketeering scheme. Dealing with her increasingly unhinged boss, the worsening medical condition of her daughter, and growing awareness of the devastation her company is causing, forces Liza to examine her choices. Pain Hustlers is a sharp and revealing look at what some people do out of desperation and others do out of greed. This movie is directed by David Yates. Now, I knew that name sounded familiar, so I did check. David Yates has directed uh, the Fantastic Beast movies, a lot of the later Harry Potter movies, also things like The Legend of Tarzan. This movie is written by Wells Tower, based on the book by Evan Hughes, and it stars Emily Blunt as Liza Drake, Chris Evans as Pete Brenner, Catherine O'Hara as Jackie, who is Liza's mom, and Andy Garcia as Dr. Neil, who's kind of the boss on top of everything. So I think I went into this not knowing if it was based on a real thing or just kind of like adapting something, but this looks to be at least based on true events or at least based on some real facts. So I don't know. I'm not sure what the book is really trying to say, but it is about uh, the opioid epidemic. It's about painkillers and all the pharmaceutical issues that are going on with that. So it definitely touches on a lot of those themes, including like medical care and even just healthcare and the cost and all that stuff. But on top of that, it just kind of follows a desperate person trying to get herself into a better situation. Um, I will say, I think the main issue with this movie, I think, is that it's just okay. I think the movie's fine. It's not the most entertaining thing, but it has some entertaining uh, parts to it. I think Emily Blunt does a really good job. She kind of carries the film, along with Chris Evans. They are pretty much as you've probably seen in some of the trailers, they are like the top talent in this. Like they're carrying the film. But yeah, it really is up to Emily Blunt, who for the most part is a very likable character because for most of the film she's playing the underdog. Obviously, things change as you can see here, and yeah, it was tough to connect with the film because first of all, healthcare and all that. It's a very it's a hard topic to like find enjoyable, right? I think with all the issues we have in the real world with it. Also, the people that they're portraying, they're people that are taking advantage of other people too. So like very unlikable characters, even as charismatic as Emily Blunt and Chris Evans are, and even Andy Garcia, who I think he kind of steals the show when it comes to like the weird kooky character. I think he just kind of goes all out. But in the end, these people are just portraying like bad people, which is hard. It's definitely hard. I had hesitation just about watching the film because I kind of knew a little bit about what it was going to be about. So, yeah, I don't know. It also feels like it. We have tellings of real events that are so interesting and so well done, like The Big Short, or even The Social Network. Like those films find a hook or a way to tell their story, and I just feel like in this one, there's a bit of a framing device of these interviews, and I just don't feel like the framing device worked to tell the story. If anything, it just added to the runtime. This movie, it's too long for what it's trying to say because I feel like the fun moments in here are only fun as long as you can forget that these are terrible people that are doing these things, even if eventually a few of them find their conscience, like they're doing bad stuff and they're showing bad things. And like I said, it's just a really, really tough topic to, I think, address and cover. So, yeah, I don't know. This one for me was kind of a miss. I understand why it's. Well, I don't know. The critics score feels a little too low, but I understand why the audience wouldn't even be on board with it. As much as we like uh, actors like Emily Blunt and Chris Evans and Andy Garcia and Catherine O'Hara, who is fantastic in this. She just a really weird character as well, but in the context of the film, like it just doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work for me. So yeah, that's it's unfortunate. I don't have much more to say about this film, unfortunately. It is streaming, so at least I didn't have to go anywhere to watch it. I would have been probably a lot harsher on this film if I had to be watch this at the theater. So yeah, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. So, but if you have watched this film, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.